Hello, everybody. Welcome to BC Buckets. I'm Matthew Bruni. Joining me is Colin Mitchell, and the Rockets are on the board. Colin,
Yep.
the top three kind of went how we expected to go. Maybe not in that order, but Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson as the three players off the board. Where does that put Houston at this point? Are they going to take Amin Thompson, Cam Whitmore? Who else could they even take at this point? I think Amin Thompson has to be the pick, right?
I mean, unless you want to reach, I mean, people have a Sar sometimes going before Amon, but I feel like that's in the minority. I mean, it's tough. They need a point guard. That's what they really, really need here.
Yeah.
I think the only one that you could really take is, I guess, is Amon Thompson. So yeah, I mean, I don't think Cam makes sense. Jarris Walker doesn't make sense. So yeah, I would take Amon Thompson here.
The reason why I like Amin Thompson with the Rockets is because he is an awesome playmaker.
Yeah, which is what they need.
That's what they need. Like,
That's
he's
what
not
they
a true
need.
point guard, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like he is the prototypical point guard that they
Right.
might want. But for me, the way he creates and the way he can get paint touches is very significant on a team that, as much as I like Alperen Şengün and I like Josh Green, like those, the way he gets to the paint is a little different. Now, he's not an awesome scorer yet, I don't think, but he's going to get there. And I think defensively, he is what you need as well. Because Jabari Smith's not getting those paint touches either.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not. I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head here. I mean, in an ideal world, I feel like maybe you can try to trade back a little bit and get to that point guard range just to see. But I feel like also the upside of Amon Thompson is just so high, it's hard to do that. But the ideal, obviously, is a point guard. And I think in the short term, at least from a playmaking perspective, he does this. Is the pick in?
Yep, pick is in.
Pick is in.
They showed Amin Thompson on the screen, so I'm assuming
ESPN knows something.
I'm assuming they know something. I just don't see where else they could go with this.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. Unless you trade back and get something for it,
yeah,
for
someone who really trade out of it.
Yeah, you'd have to trade out of it. So I think Amon Thompson goes here.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to take anybody else in this spot. Really, Jarris Walker wouldn't make sense. So, once we get late in the draft, we'll start having to really battle who these teams are going to pick.
Right, which makes it fun.
The first, third, and fourth pick, I think, are pretty straightforward. Once we get to the fifth pick, your Pistons will have to really debate. But we'll see who the Rockets take right here at number 4.
With the 4th pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Amin Thompson.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Chalk.
Good pick.
I like it.
I like it too. I think it's the best fit for them. Obviously, if we get into his the actual scouting report aspect of it, you have to start with his athleticism.
Right. I mean, he's otherworldly.
Different level of athlete.
Otherworldly.
I can't believe when I watch him that he is that springy, that has that much bounce to him. The way he hangs in the air, he's the lob threat. He's just the quick twitch off the dribble.
Yeah.
Like, he is an awesome athlete. And so that is a big thing for this team. Again, like I said, in creating paint touches and creating pressure on the rim. I think that's huge. I remember watching him play against the Creighton team in the TBT, and I thought he looked awesome against pros overseas. Like, that was a big game for me to show, all right, I don't know what overtime lead is, but I know what TBT is. And he showed out in that game. Him and his brother both showed out in that game.
Here's what he has to show. He has to show that he can shoot the ball, because Josh Green needs the ball in his hands as well. Yeah. So you share the ball. His catch and shoot numbers weren't great. His shot doesn't look amazing, but I feel like it can get serviceable to where he's able to thrive.
Do you look at him as a high floor prospect?
No. I mean, look, my floor for him, this is what I have written down: juiced up Stanley Johnson or Justice Winslow.
Okay.
That's what I have, because it's what you're picking him here for, his athleticism and playmaking.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. But when you get to where his in-between game and his shooting, it's not there yet. Obviously, he has the stats. He can defend well. You have to buy his shot and hope that the upside pans out, because I think his brother has a higher floor in terms of what he can be in the NBA.
Yeah, shooting and defense. Yeah.
Right, but I think Amin is the higher upside prospect.
Yes, for sure. I'm not sure if the shot will get there or not. That's the scary part. But I still think he can he can contribute to a winning team, even if he doesn't shoot the ball.
Right.
Now, again, is he going to be a point guard if he can't shoot? Probably not. Like on a winning team, that is. It will come around to that, but ultimately, I think he's too good of a passer. He's too good of a like all around player. I think the
Right.
defense will be there. We'll talk about a lot of similar things with the Star, even though they're different players. But when you have that type of when you move that way on a basketball court,
It's
it just changes the outlook.
Yep.
pretty much. So, let me make sure there's anything else. The in between game offensively, isolation game offensively, 30% under 30% on off the dribble jumpers. Those are
Yeah.
all question
We need
marks.
25.4% from three.
Yeah, 25%
I mean,
from three.
you have to
but-
buy that he can get that into the low 30s.
exactly.
I think
so
he
that's
has
gonna
to
be
get that in the low
interesting thing.
30s.
But ultimately, you have the 4th pick in the draft. I don't think you can go really. I think this is about as good as you can go right here. So I really
Yep,
like this pick
I agree.
for the Rockets. All right. Thanks for joining us. Check out the other videos on our channel as well. We will talk to y'all later. The Rockets are back on the clock at the 20th pick, Colin. They've picked him in Thompson, and Cam Whitmore has slid from a presumed top 5 pick
Yeah.
to number 20. I don't know if we don't know if they're gonna take him for sure, but all we've heard is he didn't interview well. He didn't
Have good workouts.
have good workouts, even though he performed well initially, but then didn't perform well. I don't know what happened. All I know is that for the Houston Rockets, none of that matters. And they will look at him and say, you match our timeline as the youngest player in this draft, and you have the highest upside of anybody in this draft. And we just saw Brandon Podziemski get picked. We're not letting you go. For that reason, they're taking Cam Whitmore. Right?
You have to take Cam Whitmore, but it just feels like they just have so many assets that just like flame out. I'm not trying to be mean to the Rockets. I don't like the Rockets after Jalen Green talked bad about Detroit. Anyways, no, I mean you have to pick Cam Whitmore here. You get all the chips, and see which ones pan out. I mean,
buy the
what else
lottery
do you have to
ticket.
lose? Yeah, what else do you? Yeah, exactly. This is why I mean to get Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore in a draft. Like who else were they going to pick at 18 or
They're gonna get
20?
We're gonna get our 3rd and 4th best players in the draft, Colin. The Rockets are about to get our 3rd and 4th best players in the draft.
No, I feel like they're going to do some dumb thing and pick like Chris Murray.
Rayan Rupert. Let's see.
With the 20th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Cam Whitmore from Villanova.
God damn it.
Look, I'm not happy. I'm a Spurs fan. I don't like the Rockets. So honestly, I don't love that because I love Cam Whitmore. I think this dude is going to be a beast. Like an absolute beast. I have him 4th on my board. You have him 3rd. I think he's comparable with the Thompson twins. He has an NBA-ready body. He is an NBA-level athlete immediately. He can shoot the ball at a high level. He's played a ton of high-level basketball. He can defend. Like, ultimately, my biggest criticism of him is he doesn't see the floor very well. He's not a good passer. Like,
yeah, you can get tunnel vision a bit.
Yeah, gets a hell of a ton of tunnel vision, and when he drives, he's only looking to score.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are we looking at here?
I'm disgusted.
We let them get Amen Thompson and Kim Whitmore. You know how the Spurs video last year was like the perfect draft?
Yeah.
Well, god dang it. I think the Rockets just had the perfect draft.
Yeah, this is crazy because Cam Whitmore's 3rd on the board. The scoring upside is just top tier. I think he's an all-NBA type player. The weaknesses, we'll just go run through the very few of them real quick. Playmaking, already mentioned it.
Yeah.
I think his handle's a little loose, but he did have thumb surgery, so I don't know if that affects it or how much that would affect it, but there is that. And then defensive consistency, it's clearly there because he averaged 1.4 steals a game. He gets in passing lanes. It's just a matter of can he do it every play, and I think he can because NBA teams are going to make you do it every play. I am in awe that they just got Cam and Amen Thompson.
Dude, that is a draft. Jabari Smith, it might be like their 6th best prospect right now.
Yeah, I mean, like run through it. Jalen Green.
Cam
You got
Whitmore, Alperen Şengün. That's 4 off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Not even thought. The mid-range game isn't there. The in-between game is not great.
Is Kevin Porter Jr. still on the Rockets?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I'm not taking Kevin Porter Jr. for Jabari Smith, though. Calm down.
No, I know. I'm just naming off their young talent.
even though his handle's not great, like he has a little 1-2 where he
Yeah.
can go. Like he explodes. He gets by people. I actually love his shooting potential. 34% from three.
I do too.
And even though it's kind of a slow release to get there, closeouts don't affect him. Defenders in his area space don't affect him because he's just so pure with that shot. I just I love his offensive potential. I love his overall potential. I really, really think he's a top 5 prospect in this class. And I understand bad workouts, bad interviews, they happen. But it feels like every single draft, someone just picks on one player to drop. And that's Cam Whitmore in this draft. And there's no freaking reason why Cam Whitmore is going down to 20.
Completely agree. The fact that, when you have guys like Jaime Jaquez,
Brandon Podziemski just got taken.
That's what I mean. Like Jet Howard, like he was picked 11th.
Yeah.
Like I had him 20 something, but like man, crazy. Hey, shout out the Rockets. You guys had a great draft.
And let's not forget,
Talent
he's
pool's
also,
amazing.
I think, the third youngest player in this draft.
Third youngest player in the draft.
Not even 19 years old yet. I mean, I know people are scared of like projects, but is he even that much of a project?
I don't think so.
I don't see it. So, congratulations to the Raptors.
Rockets.
Rockets. Sorry, Rockets. Man, that is a really, really good draft. Don't they have another pick too? Or am I? No,
I don't remember.
I think that's it. But anyways, congrats to the Rockets. We'll see. Let us know what y'all think below.